Hi there. My name is Low Quality Lightning Fan, and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about how a regular season means nothing, especially a great regular season. I want to tell you the story of a team that had 128 points, had a top offense, a top 5 defense, and was about as dominant as you could possibly be in the modern game, and still didn't win a cup that year. Do you know?
What are you doing?
I'm telling your fans that a great regular season doesn't necessarily mean anything.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about us having 128 points in 2019 and not winning the cup.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to happen to us, though.
Yeah, why's that?
Because we don't suck.
Hold on, we didn't suck.
You got swept in the first round. You kind of sucked.
We had 128 points. 128 points through the season.
Oh, so did you not get swept?
Well, yeah, but...
So you sucked.
Okay, if we sucked the year that we had 128 points, doesn't that worry you?
No, not really.
Why not? You're basically doing exactly what we did.
Because there's a major difference there.
What difference? And do not say, because we don't suck.
Because we don't suck.
Fuck you.
Whoa, remind me not to be honest with you next time. Jeez.
Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team. That is not a dub. But think about it. Think about it. I know you're upset. I'm upset too. We can be upset together, but this is cathartic. This game has silver linings all over it. And as far as losses go, you're going to tell me you can't live with that one? You're going to tell me that that's the loss where you go, unbelievable, unacceptable. Come on. Come on. I know you're upset. I know you're pissed. But is that really that bad of a loss? A great Tampa team. We know they're great. A very well-fought battle. And we gifted them a goal. Is Carlo going to crash into Olmark every night? No. That's an absolute gift. That's the game-winning goal. Good for them. They got the bounce. They made the play, whatever. Good for them. Do they deserve this win? Absolutely. This is a well-fought battle. I thought it could have gone either way. I thought Tampa played a hell of a game. We gifted them that final game-winning goal. They might have still won, sure. But you look at that and go, all right, well, we had a big gaffe, and it happens. But also think about this. There isn't a Tampa fan alive who is going to argue that second goal should have happened off that faceoff. They're not, and we're going to talk about that faceoff a little bit. There's not a single one who would argue that. And if they do, show them the replay. And if they still argue it, maybe stop spending time with that human being because they're probably not very bright, and you should surround yourself with winners, not with people like that. Not with people like that. Not with Tampa fans. God, not with Tampa fans. Anyway, it was a great game where they got gifted 2 goals in weird circumstances. Doesn't mean they didn't earn the win. Just means the puck went their way tonight. I thought that was a real solid effort by them. I thought they could have won more legitimately. That feels wrong to say too. I think they won that game. I think they really deserved it. They're 6-4-0 in their last 10 coming into this. 3rd best power play in the league, which we got to see a little bit of tonight. They're trending up in pretty much every category. They've been better and better as the season goes on. I mean, top 5 offense. Defense is kind of middle in the pack, but improving as Vasilevsky continues to just be so freaking good. We've won our previous 2 meetings, each time by 2 goals. They got the best of us this time. Again, it happens. You ever feel, before that 3rd goal, you ever feel like the universe just isn't going to let you have this one? It really felt like that. All the chances that didn't go away, the puck bounces that didn't go away, things just felt like the universe was being, not this one, guys. Just not this one. And so when the 3rd goal went in with Carlo and having his butt cheeks sandwiching poor Olmark's head, you kind of just went, yeah, okay, sure. If that's the way the universe needs to make sure we lose this game, fine. On our end, Olmark is going to get to start. Hall finally gets to be on that first line. That went okay in moments, I guess. Smith gets dropped down to the 3rd. He's going to go with Freddie and Coyle. The check line stays together. And then Foligno, Koppanen, and Greer makes up your fourth line. Smith had a team low 9:16 ice time. He does not have a place on this team, unfortunately. And I like Smith, but unfortunately he does not. And after the trade deadline, I hope that is resolved. He's the odd man out, is what it honestly is. He's an NHL player. He's just the odd man out, and that sucks. I'm not going to get into this a lot, but before the video really starts, like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it. I'm not going to get into a lot. Jack went to apologize to Maroon at his stall in the dressing room this morning. Supposedly this morning, I believe. A bunch of reporters were in the room. If this can be believed, we don't know what was said between the two, except for we do know what Fat Pat said. Oh, sorry. Habit. That's a habit? I'm sorry. We do know what Pat Maroon, the gentleman, said, because he screamed at Jack Edwards for over 10 minutes about how upset he was. Look, I don't like bullies. I don't like bullying. So if you took what Jack had said as bullying, as body shaming, which is totally reasonable, I get it. And Jack went in to catch his licks, right? To walk up to him and say, all right, say what you need to say. I'm sorry. That was a low blow for me. If you go back and listen to what Jack's comments were again, he takes a jab at the guy and then starts talking about how he's a 3-time champion. I don't know. I feel like that's just glossed over sometimes. If someone comes up to you to apologize for something like that, publicly, especially because, hey, I publicly took a jab at you, publicly I'll apologize. I want that to be well known that I'm sorry. I will be shameful in front of these people and apologize. And you decide to scream at him for 10 minutes like a child? Buddy, fuck off. Oh my God, what a friggin' drama queen. I don't care. I don't like bullies. I don't like body shaming. I don't like any of it. But if that's your response, and no, Pat Maroon doesn't owe him anything. If that's how he decided to handle it, fine. But I also get to have my response to that, which is, are you kidding me, you absolute fucking man-child? Anyway, if you believe it, and if you believe Jack didn't walk up to him and spit in his face, then yeah, I think it's a little ridiculous that he screamed at him for 10 minutes. You know, if all this is fallacy and it's all fake, whatever, we'll move on. But let's talk about this game. Puck drops! And we're not going to bitch about the refs the whole time because the Bruins lost this game. They lost this game. They lost this game. That's how that works. Sometimes the reffing goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. Do I think it was a little one-sided? Sure. But we're not bitching about the refs. We're not going to do a whole section on it. It's not worth it. It's not fun. It's not fun. Anyway, the game starts, and has always been my experience in the 2 times I've been to Amalie Arena. The Bruins chants start immediately, drowning out Tampa fans. I find it hilarious, and I'm sure Tampa fans don't. But you guys won back-to-back cups, and you are significantly out-cheered in your building frequently. I can't speak right now, my goodness. It's weird. It doesn't make sense to me. Amalie Arena, beautiful. Tons of Tampa fans there, but every other team travels well to Florida because a lot of people from the north have moved there. It's just the way it is. It's just really funny how Let's Go Bruins is the louder chant to start the game. 9:48 left of the first. Kind of feeling each other out, I thought, throughout. Ian Cole, high stick by Marchand. He's laughing at him as Marchand has to go to the bench. I'm sure Marchand said a thing or two. Going on the penalty kill. And we completely fuck it up. It was atrocious. We get one good clear. They come right back into the zone. We give Hagel the middle of the ice. If Hagel had decided to, he could have had a breakaway in on Olmark after he had already taken the blue line and all 4 of us were back there. But instead, he opts to pass to the right side of the ice, go right in front of Olmark, and stand there. Carlo and Forbort both pursue Kucherov, who's off on that right side, leaving Hagel wide open. Kucherov gets the pass there because he always does, and quick move to the forehand over Olmark's blocker. 1-0 power play goal midway through the first. A complete breakdown, and yes, Carlo chased when he shouldn't have. Those of you who really dislike Carlo, you didn't love this game because you don't root for your team to lose, right? But you certainly had plenty of arguments in this one for why you dislike Carlo. I still think he's underrated, but hard to defend him on this one. This was a bad game. 5:39 left. Clifton decides to give the team some juice. He gets hit late by Corey Perry. Happens. Clifton responds by cross-checking him. They both get upset with each other after that point, and Clifton is going to take the good measure of pounding Perry's face until Perry falls over. This was Perry pursued the fight. Clifton shed him. He waited for Perry to shed him. And then he beat the shit out of the guy. I thought it was pretty fun. The Tampa broadcast was very upset because Clifton's younger than Perry, even though Perry has 15 pounds and about 4 inches of reach on him. And Perry started the whole thing. So, I don't know. 1:30 left. Puck squeaks through Vasilevsky. And Coyle is there for the tap-in. But Chiarelli beautifully ties him up. I did not think this was a hold or any call at all. I thought this was a beautiful defensive play to get the stick in front of him and not allow him to tap it in. It's not going in for us. And it just felt like that game. 40 seconds left. Foligno gets buried from behind by Cole. They weren't going to call it. They took the puck. They were starting to move the puck up. And it took the guy 80 feet away in the neutral zone to actually raise the hand and blow the whistle. Really, really surprising delay on that one, but we're going to the power play. We're going to have 40 seconds of that. Don't do anything with it. Start of the second period. We're going to start with 1:20 on the power play, and 19 seconds into it, Hagel tries to go around Pasta, and he gets tripped up by him. So it's going to be 1:02 of 4v4, and then 58 seconds of penalty kill. Pasta did not have a great game in that regard. A lot of little mistakes like that. Obviously, he's still got the score sheet because that's what Pasta does, though. 3 minutes in, after all of that blows over, Krejci gets a tap-in chance. There's a cross-creaser, and Vasi gets there, and it just officially is one of those games. It's just one of those games where you're not going to be able to buy one. And directly after that, again, more pressure. Krejci gets the puck alone in the slot and opts to try to force a pass to Pasta. Goes through his skates. No scoring chance. Krejci, shoot the fucking puck. Just shoot it. I know you won't, but just shoot it. Pressure all day. All day by us. And then one breakdown. We try to keep Tampa in the zone. It's a tough pinch. They get a lucky bounce off of Pasta's body that squirts them out. It's a good feed to Point, who's going to get a breakaway in on Olmark. Olmark makes a save, but Lindholm is going to go for slashing on the play. We kill it. There's a play I didn't bring up that had happened earlier in the game where Ian Cole goes in. I believe it was Cole. Goes in on Olmark, and Carlo hits him from behind, crashes into Olmark. No call. Everyone get up. Good. Go about your day. Right? Defender knocks you into the goalie. That's not goaltender interference. 4:12 left in the second. Hall goes in on Vasi. Puck gets knocked away. Sergachev shoves Hall into Vasilevsky. And then Sergachev then cross-checks Hall 3 times in the back while he's down. Probably more than 3. It was a plethora of times. More than needed. Plethora. Definition, a lot. Didn't have to happen. We got to have a power play here, buddy. Sergachev, you can't be doing that shit. Wait! Hall is also going to go for goaltender interference. Because he was shoved into the goaltender by the defender. Make it make sense! Consistency, boys! I said we were going to talk about the refs a little bit. Just a tough game from the consistency part. It just is. We're going to go 4v4 for 2, and the hockey gods speak. Oh, we get control of the puck. Almost a full minute in their zone, and we're just moving that thing. Along the blue line, too. And the whole time, I know you're watching. You're white-knuckling whatever you got. Because you just know this is going to get punched out, and it's going to be a breakaway the other way. We are this close to losing control of this puck over and over again. But as we're doing a man-by-man change, 4v4 still, it ends up on Clifton's stick. He sees Olmark. Yeah, Olmark's going to come in and score on Vasi. God, how beautiful would that be? Marchand coming off the bench, runs right over the blue line. Clifton behind the back pass to him. He collects on that left side, skates into the left circle, and from the top of the left circle, fires a hard, low wrister, low glove, and he beats Vasi 1-1 on the 4v4. That's how the period will end 1-1. We needed that so much, and it's nice that the hockey gods spoke a little bit. Ball don't lie. Ball don't lie. Third period starts with a heart attack, figuratively. 56 seconds in, a race to the puck between Perbix, what a name, and McAvoy. McAvoy is knocked down, falls down. They both kind of fall down a little bit, but McAvoy slides right into the wall. Full speed, shoulder first. Wabop! And he stays down on the ice for about a minute and then skates to the bench by himself and goes right to the room. And my heart broke. Just devastated. Because if that was another shoulder injury, if it was the same one he had surgery on in the offseason, just a bunch of panic thoughts. He returns to the game. Like 6 minutes later. God, what a warrior. What a warrior. 2 seconds later, literally, ice time 2 seconds, Stamkos cheats on a faceoff. And I don't mean just cheats. I mean, the ref gave it to him. Lining up with Krejci, Stamkos goes early, jabs Krejci's stick out of the way, which is a move, by the way. This wasn't like a planned play with the ref. Jabs the stick out of the way and goes to pull back, and in that motion, the ref drops it. And not only does Stamkos get a free win because of this, but he also gets to put it exactly where he wants to because there's zero pressure from anyone else in the faceoff. So he whips it directly back to Kucherov, who's that diagonal right position, who hammers this low glove on Ullmark, and it is 2-1. We're 58 seconds into the third, and that was bullshit. And Krejci's standing there staring at the ref like, are you serious? Wave that off. We're redoing the face-up. No, they kept it. I couldn't believe they had kept it. That was, you could tell from live. You didn't even need the replay. You could tell live, like, what the fuck was that? It is what it is. And the Czech line has a wonderful, wonderful response. We're 2:24 in. The Lightning are mismanaging the puck in their zone, allowing our forecheck to create a turnover. We send this puck over to the left point where Lindholm is going to fire this into the slot. It gets blocked and battered down. Pasta collects, and Quick Hands is just shuffling closer and closer to Vasi. Dekes through one guy and then just gets, come on, which way am I going? Dishes to Krejci. You didn't even see that. Dishes to Krejci over the slot. Krejci gets it and goes, I know what to do. Instead of fucking shooting, I'll pass it to Zacha, who's farther to the right. It has a wide open net, and Zacha scores. Very nice of Krejci. Great play because it ended in the back of the net. I'm not going to criticize. No notes! Flawless. 2-2. And right there, I went, we are winning this fucking game. Dropping a lot of F-bombs. Anyway, 17:22 left. Colton runs Ullmark. Colton for goaltender interference. He did run Ullmark. No pressure from the defense. Forbort and Maroon are also going to go for roughing each. The best scoring chance of this power play. A 2-on-1 for the Lightning. Yeah. We also give up a 3-on-1 directly after the kill, and Hagel goes posting out. So, not great. Not great. The game basically ends with 6:41 left. Hedman gets a wide open net. It's a 2-on-1 first, where Carlo is the one. And the puck is fed across, and Carlo pokes forward, and he's continuing to back up. And maybe Ullmark catches him a little bit. I don't know, but it looks like Carlo just falls back into Ullmark. He just forgets where he is on the ice. Crashes into Ullmark. The pass gets through, but goes by the other player, bounces off the wall, and Hedman just gets a step into it, rebound off the wall, and just go high. And Ullmark and Carlo are just chilling in the net, cuddling. Little love fest. Yeah, that's 3-2. That's going to be your final score. A little casual on the 6-on-5. We were a little casual, looking for a good shot, and it didn't culminate. Nothing was created, and they were able to just kind of waste the clock out on us. That's a tough loss, but it's also, there's some silver linings, and we're going to get to that in game notes. Game notes. First of all, McAvoy's health is the biggest concern. I'm still a little worried about it. We'll see what comes out of that. But this game is a reminder that the Atlantic Division is bonkers. But we gifted them a goal, and the refs gifted them another, and shit happens. I mean, we're right there in it with basically 2 goals going against us that you really wouldn't see too often. So I thought, it was a real good effort. Ullmark, I thought he was super sharp. I thought he was great. And there's not a lot he could do about the stuff that went in the net. I thought he had a much better game than his statistics showed. I thought he did. The biggest thing here is Krejci shoot the damn puck. No, I'm kidding. The biggest thing here is we need adversity like this during the season. I don't care about setting the record for best regular season of all time. I really don't. It would be cool. That's not the prize right now. Having a little adversity like this, a game against a team that we know we're likely going to meet in the playoffs if we held up our side of the bargain, get through the first round, it's looking like that's a real team we might play, and losing to them in a crazy game. I mean, yeah, you get out of that and you look at the tape and you go, all right, we got to be better here. We got to be like, that is something that helps the team get better. That's silver lining. And this team's smart enough to learn from it and improve off of it. It's not like we're the Flyers and we just got our dick kicked in and you just go, well, that's who we are. Flyers have been playing better lately, but still, I think that still fits. all I'm trying to say is it keeps a healthy competitive spirit that's necessary for a team to continue winning. I think this month is going to be, February mostly, is going to be real tough. I figured we would lose a couple games through the next 15. I think it's going to knock us out of that record-setting pace. That's fine with me. I just think we have a real tough month ahead of us with some real good opponents and a lot of games on the road. I know you're mad at Carlo. I'm not defending him. I got nothing for this one. I like him as a player. This is a really bad game for him. This is a really bad game for Carlo. All right, guys, that does it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for working through all this rambling about this very weird game. We have the Panthers coming up on Saturday. And then Sunday, I have to drive to Raleigh for the Canes game, which I'm very excited about. That video, the Canes video, won't come out till Monday night at the earliest. So bear with me on that. Again, if you want to say hi, just DM me. We'll figure it out. Go Bees! Go Bees!